Hello Janice. You wanted to talk to me about mechanical TA?
Yes, we've been using it for 3 assignments now, and I still don't really understand how it works.
Do you have any specific questions about it?
Well, I understand that it is inspired by applying computational thinking to the classroom environment and rethinking how students and teaching staff work together to achieve the goals of the course.
Yes. Mechanical TA has two main advantages over regular homework. First, if students are on both sides, as writers and reviewers, then they can learn from both the good and the bad of what other students write. We believe this will make them better writers and understand the concepts better too.
And second, you want to save time on grading.
Indeed, our classes are growing faster than our course staff. This class was a third the size last year. Incorporating peer review into the curriculum is a win-win. In terms of a main CS concern, it makes the course more scalable. But not only does it save time, but it is faster and maybe even more accurate.
I see how it is faster. It's like parallel computing. If each student does a few peer reviews, then the reviews can be done much faster than if each TA has to do hundreds of them. But how can it be more accurate?
Well, TAs make mistakes, especially after grading hundreds of essays. Also, there is a theory called the wisdom of the crowds. It suggests that the average of less informed individuals can be better than the estimate of an expert.
Okay, so how does it work?
There are two main algorithms, the essay grading algorithm and the peer review grading algorithm. Essay grading is based on a model for peer reviews. The model can be most easily understood by analogy to rolling loaded dice. An essay is like a loaded die, and when you review it, you roll the die. Good essays come up with high numbers more often, and bad essays come up with low numbers. The more time you spend reviewing, the more rolls of the dice you get, the more likely you can tell if it is a good or bad essay.
Ok.
Some essays may be easier to grade than others. For example, on a 10-sided die, imagine it always either rolls 9 or 10. Another essay may be harder to grade. Maybe the die evenly rolls the numbers between 3 and 8.
And some reviewers may put in more effort than others and get more rolls of the dice.
Exactly. And if we knew which reviewers put in more effort, we would want to weight those reviewers more highly in computing the essay's grade.
How do you do that?
Well, it's tricky, because if the reviewers do not agree on an essay score, it could be for one of two reasons. Either because that essay was hard to grade, or because they didn't put in much effort.
Okay.
So the algorithm tries to learn how hard the essay is to grade, and the reviewer's level of effort. Reviewers that are consistently closer to the average are probably putting in more effort. There is a standard algorithm in machine learning called expectation maximization that does this.
Wow. So when one of the reviews of my essay is way off of the others, then it doesn't get a high weight.
Sort of. If that reviewer is consistently giving reviews that are way off on other essays, then the reviewer will have a very low weight in the average.
That's a relief.
Of course, the peer review grading algorithm is designed to incentivize reviewers to give accurate scores.
How does that work?
The peer review grade is based on how well the reviewer guesses how the TA would score the essay. The algorithm is based on the idea of proper scoring rules. Proper scoring rules are used for listing information and have the property that it is always in the reviewer's best interest to give their best guess.
So when I'm reviewing an essay, I should try to give the review I think the TA would give.
Exactly.
I noticed on my own essays where the TA has marked off points for something. Sometimes there are reviews that are all 10s.
Yes, and those reviewers are going to lose points for that review.
I see. I also wanted to ask you about the skip option.
If you have no idea how to grade one of the rubric elements, then you should skip. Skipping is the same for your peer review grade, as if you entered the average TA grade for that rubric element. Skipping is always better than guessing randomly.
Wait, if I skip the rubric element, does that person get the average TA grade?
No, if you skip, then your grade for that element is ignored, and the essay will be graded based on other peer review scores. Or if there are not enough other peer review scores, then a TA will review it.
Wow. Mechanical TA is pretty complicated. Is it working well so far?
Yes, well, it is a brand new system that we built at Northwestern, so there were some bugs we caught and corrected in week 1. Since then it has been running very well. Some students will still get grades that they don't like, but any grading system is going to make mistakes grading. Even if the TAs were grading everything, there would be mistakes, especially when there are 300 students.
Well, thanks for the explanation. I have to get to a class now.
Thanks for stopping by, Janice.
Bye.